If you are in the process of manifesting in your divine relationship and you struggle with self-hate, this video is for you. This is a topic that I am super comfortable with because I grew up in a self-hating energy and being taught to basically hate myself. The reason this is something that needs to be healed and this pattern needs to be shifted is if you are calling in your divine counterpart relationship, your dream relationship, that relationship is going to resonate with the version of you who is in a self-loving energy, who thinks self-loving thoughts, who makes self-loving choices, because you are going to be most magnetic from that energy of unconditional love towards yourself and others. The only way that you can do that is to repair and rebuild the relationship that you have with yourself. Something very important to understand about the energy of self-hate is that we were not born this way. You can almost think of self-hatred as a protective coping mechanism that we use as children to stay close to our caregivers and the people we relied on. This means that all of the traits that you don't like about yourself and that you reject in others, these parts of yourself that you push away or your emotions that you push away, all of the areas where you really struggle to love yourself are exactly the areas where, when you were growing up, your caregivers and your adults, they struggled to love themselves in those areas too. In order for you to stay close with them, you rejected those parts of yourself. So for example, with me, it was me pushing away the part of myself that was angry and combative and spoke up for myself. Because as a kid, that is something that got me into trouble a lot. So you want to ask yourself, what are the parts of my personality that I don't like, that I tend to push away them when they come up? The second thing that you want to do is you want to rebuild a relationship with those parts of your personality. So this literally looks like re-owning the parts of your personality that you have rejected and pushed away. It's almost like beginning to see those parts as a part of yourself, a valuable part of yourself, and asking yourself, how can I adjust something in my daily life or my routine to accommodate this part of myself? I will use myself as an example here. Let's say that I have really struggled with the part of myself that gets angry and gets combative. This would be a part of me that is more naturally in a masculine energy. So for me to be self-loving in this situation is to first ask myself, what does this part of myself need to exist and to express itself in a way that feels good? To figure out things that you can do that give that part of you an outlet. So some examples that I can think of are, I can be very ambitious in my business, or I can channel all this aggressive masculine energy towards competitive gaming, which is one of my personal hobbies. When you make the shift to begin to re-own these parts of yourself and use their energy in a really productive way towards something that is meaningful to you, you begin to feel more energized and more whole overall, because you are no longer trying to fit your personality into a box, into the idea of what you think that you should be. As a result, you will become more magnetic to other people and to your divine counterpart who you are calling in, because they are going to see you in the fullness of who you are. People are not attracted to a one-dimensional person. They are attracted to a multifaceted, complex, energetic being. And in this energy, you will call in the right people, you will be in the right circumstances and situations to align with your divine counterpart. Let me know in the comments what parts of your personality that you feel like you are reintegrating. And of course, follow for more.